Alright, so I got this idea for a project. Take my face, you might recognize it as my watermark, usually down in the bottom corner of the videos. I'm going to take my face and I'm going to enlarge it about 3 times the size that it is now. So it's about a 2-foot wall hanging to use in my videos instead of a watermark. If I get into doing vlogs and stuff, it's something I can hang on the wall behind me, and there you go. But while I'm drawing out my face, tracing out my face, darkening the lines, my partner, Sister Attitude, sitting across from me, she's looking at it like that. Well, I guess upside down it don't look like my face. She said, geez, that looks an awful lot like a map. You know, by golly, it does. So we're looking at it. We decided to name key points here. So we ended up with Brow Point, Brow Lake, Eye Lake, get it? Look and See Islands, Nostril Bay, the Chin Peninsula, and up here on the other side we've got the archipelago of Ear. A lot of other names I could think of to come up with. Right here, Septum Shores, we'll call that. That's a popular beach. And in here we have the Filtrum Flats, another popular beach on the other side of Nostril Bay. So that's what that is. Just a little bit of fun and games, I guess. Decided, since I don't have a pantograph, the only way that I'm going to make this image, which is 8.5, make it bigger, I figured if I go 3 times the size, it'd be, give or take 2 foot in size, which is pretty good size for a wall hanging. But since I don't own a pantograph, I'm going to have to do the enlargement the old school way, and that is grids. This particular grid is 1/2 inch squares. I figure if I duplicate the grid on this hardboard here at 3 times that size, my finished product should be 3 times that size. This cardboard here came off the back of an abandoned cupboard. It was left behind by somebody who just moved out. It's a good size. It's probably a 4x4 sheet, and there's 2 of them. There's the back of the cabinet. The cabinet was shot, but free material. What to do with free material? Well, make your face, quite simply. And what I'm going to do here, because the top is cropped off rather abruptly, I might just put my name or something across the top there. Make this circle whole. Leave my forehead cut off like that, and then just put a word up there, put Timby or something. Something creative. It'll be dimensional because this part here, the ring, the circle, will be one piece. I'll paint it black. And then my face and ears and all that stuff will be another piece glued on top. So it'll be, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional. These spots in the middle here, I'll just cut them out and leave the black from behind showing through. So it'll give it some dimension, some depth, some shadows, shading. So I just got to figure out how I'm going to get started here. I'm not going to show you the whole process. You'll get the idea. But I'll show you as I go along. Well, I don't know how well you can see that. There's a start. There's my main face. Do some tweaking here and there. Darken the lines up a little bit so I can see them to cut them out. Yeah. This is 3 times the size of that. These are 1/2 inch squares. These are 1.5 inch squares. See them? Just enough shine on this cardboard here. Anyways, these squares are 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. Basically, you just duplicate what you see inside one of the squares there in the same square over here. And make sure your point of reference is right, because I had to redo this part because it was too far over. I screwed up on my point of reference here. So I had to erase the whole darn thing and redo it, slide it over this way. I'll darken it up and maybe you see it better. Now you can see it. Still got to make these individual little pieces here. Pieces here. Piece down there. What I'm going to do is this part here, face, is going to be white. All these little things that are white here are going to be white. Anything that's shaded will be black. The circle here will be black. And these will be cutouts. So you'll see the black behind for dimension. Should work out all right. We'll see what happens as it progresses. It's looking like it's going to be pretty darn big. Maybe I could have gone with twice the size. Oh, we'll work with it. We'll see. Did some calculating, some figuring, and based on what looks right, I need a circle that's about 30 inches in diameter. So, quick and easy, down and dirty, basic, one-time use, Trammel. Compass. Let's call it a compass. Trammel points are adjustable. Also a compass. Anyways, what I built here is a one-time use compass to make a 30-inch diameter circle. Drill a hole big enough to stick the pencil in there. Measured 15 inches to a point. Now on this other whole big piece of cardboard here, which the camera can't even focus on because there's no point of reference. There we go. On this piece here, I'm going to cut out a 30-inch diameter circle to put behind my face. And there we are. Some preliminary sanding. We got a little bit of sanding to do. Clean up the edges, get rid of the saw marks, you know, that kind of stuff. Circle I did freehand. From a distance it looks pretty darn good, I guess. Here's the original. There it is, 3 times the size. I can't back up far enough to get everything in the shot here. Still got little things like this to do yet. These little wee things. Still have them to do, but off to a good start anyways. Looks about right. Looks big on the table here, but I put it up on the wall. It doesn't look that big, so we'll see what happens. There's where we're at. And there we go. Not assembled yet, but everything is painted, cut out, painted, sanded, done up, ready for assembly. I give the Varathane some time to set up because I'm going to have to put some weight on it to glue it down. I don't want it sticking to everything. So for the black, I just use painter's acrylic, stuff you find, in a craft store for doing crafty stuff. Went to the buck store, grabbed probably a few too many bottles, but there's about 4 coats on the black. There's about 4 coats, and then 1 coat of water-based urethane over top of that. The white part here, my face part, I spray painted it at first. But the thing with spray painting this material, hardboard, is it has the fuzzies. So I let that dry, sanded it down a little bit, and put on 2 coats of acrylic, followed by 1 coat of water-based urethane. There it is. All I gotta do is glue it together and hang it up. I will show it to you when it is complete and hanging. But that is my logo, I guess. Well, there it is, my face on the wall. Large expanse of beigeness. There it is, complete. It's hanging just a tad bit crooked. Camera's spazzing out because it's doing face recognition. Maybe I should shut that off. Oh, I realize it is a face. But if I'm over here vlogging, I don't want it focusing over here on that face. I just did a test video with the Vivitar camera, so I may end up using that. Lighting issues like always, and I'm going to need another tripod, shorter one this time, because where I can set it up is on the far side of the table here, and it just seems so far away. So something I can set up here, something short. Do my vlog thing with my face in the corner. Some way, somehow. And I also want to get a chair to sit on because I don't like standing. There it is, my face. Finished. I can't even focus. It's having such a hard time. So 28 inches in diameter. So it would just fit on a door. Should the need ever arise to put it on the door, I guess. This thing's just spazzing out friggin' the face recognition. I'm gonna have to turn that off somehow.